All right, we are live. And Miss Deidre Payne, this is your show, so why don't you take over?
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Are You a CPS Victim Like Me? I'm your host, Deidre, and my co host, Akima, is here as well. And we have the lovely Mr. Davis joining us this evening. So, again,
Hey,
during
hey.
the show, if anybody wants to post comments or ask questions along in the chat there, Mr. Davis can maybe hopefully address your questions or comments. The previous show we had might be this evening as a guest, so that will be determined. But other than that, I believe we have. I just got message from Grace that Akima has a guest that she will be, I guess, introducing for right now. So go ahead, Akima.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. As Deidre said, my name is Akima Richardson. I am the co-host. I am here on the East Coast in Brooklyn, New York. And I guess I can introduce my husband. He's also been a victim of CPS and spoke on a previous show in regards to, how the dads feel on their end. Because it's not always just moms. There are some great dads out there. And they do also run into issues with CPS, biasing them or targeting them as well. So, I'll just, kind of give him the floor and let him just explain his situation with his son.
Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Malcolm Jordan II. I'm the father of my son. He's 12. His name is Jakeem,
Don't say the kid's name.
and obviously I'm I'm a parent that's fighting for full custody right now, based upon medical neglect, educational neglect, as well as physical neglect. My son has been sexually abused, and he's very behind in his education as far like he's 12 years old and he's on the kindergarten level. So just in a little bit of time that he spent with us, he grabs skills of just educating himself to a level just based upon us just having time, putting forth time and effort. It's really all it takes. And where he's at, he's really not getting that. He's not getting met with anything. He's behind medically. He hasn't been seen by a doctor or a physician since 2017. 2021 was his last date, and they disqualified him based upon his mother just not taking him in. And I recently had a court appointment, and during the court appointment, they said that she's to honor a few things, and she still hasn't. That's just basically the ground of what's going on.
How long has your case been open?
Uh, since July of last year.
2024?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Now, did you guys have another case that was open?
I had my case that's here in New York. This my husband's case is in Virginia, but we're trying to, transition the child, here. But the thing is, with my case going on, it kind of poses like a halt in the whole situation, because although with my legal knowledge and degree, it based on my history, I'm being portrayed as a unstable unstable person that poses trauma, on my children. So even though I advocate for them, in a positive way, although I may not go about the initial, request or the initial inquiry, in a maybe in a safe, productive way based on my experience of being neglected or dismissed, I tend to get aggressive. And sometimes my passion does get confused for aggression, but overall I am also concerned based on me not having any communication with my children. So anything that I inquire about, I should be met halfway, and it should be full transparency without any hesitation, because if you are an agency that is supposed to provide reunification and we already know you guys are corrupt, at least honor the things that are civilly and parentally entitled to me based on laws and in the state. But anytime that I enforce any type of law, any type of parental or civil right, interaction or communication is restricted, whether it be with the children, the physicians, educators, or any other services that may provide treatment to my children.
Well, sir, did you have, as the guest tonight, did you have any questions that you wanted to ask me?
Yes. Like, what would you think would be the Because I pretty much submitted everything that I have, all documentations, certified letters, and everything of that nature. I pretty much think I covered everything, but from seeking wisdom from you, I would like to know what would you think would be the next big step for me to take.
Well, it depends on, what the allegations are, I guess. What county are you in Virginia?
Suffolk.
And Suffolk, Virginia.
Is that northern or southern Virginia?
It's sort of like southeast. So
It's like 20 minutes from like Newport News.
right.
Okay. Is it?
Can I interrupt and ask a question though, Akima?
Yeah.
Or Mr. Davis? Didn't you say that your husband doesn't actually have a CPS case? It's just the fact that the mother does?
Oh, what does the mother do?
Wait. I didn't hear. Repeat the question, D.
I said, I think once before when you had your husband on and I had asked you about the situation, did or did you not say that he doesn't actually have an open CPS case with the child, but the mother does?
Now it is.
Yes.
Oh, now it is? Oh, okay.
That's
Never
what we
mind
were
then.
trying to avoid. And that's why we were trying to be proactive, and based on, just the custodial parent not wanting to cooperate collaboratively as co-parents, it kind of made a bad situation worse.
Right.
Well, have you been to court yet in Suffolk County?
Yes, I have. I've been twice already, and I went one day last week. I think it was Monday. I went.
So basically, we submitted an order to show cause based on the custodial parent not abiding by the orders that were set forth from November's fourth court order. So she had 10 days to supply the father with a pediatrician's name, either a medical facility or some type of initial communication with the medical provider, being that the child has not had any medical treatment since July of 2017.
Sir, do you have a court-appointed or private attorney?
I have a private attorney.
Okay. And is he or she is experienced in CPS cases?
No.
Okay. May I ask why you hired a private attorney with no experience?
Because I'm not hired. I'm just advocating, pro se. I have no permission in that state. And I am basically well versed in this type of neglect proceeding, the Article 10. This I am well versed in based on my experience and the knowledge that I've grasped over the 10-year complexity of my cases.
Okay, sir. So are you saying that your wife is your attorney?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think she can be your attorney.
That's why I said I'm not.
She's not my attorney for
I'm basically advocating pro se. I'm not.
Well, sir, this is what I need to know, and it's either yes or no.
No.
Do you have an attorney of record in the Suffolk County court case?
No, sir.
Okay. Did the court try to offer you a court-appointed attorney? Yes or no?
No.
No?
They said he did not. They said he did not qualify because he was financially over the I guess the cutoff for being able to get free legal service.
Right.
That's interesting how some states do that. In California, they make you
They
pay
didn't
it
do
back.
that to me.
Yeah, they make you pay it back. But
Right.
in some states, I guess like Virginia, they make you have to qualify.
Right.
Right.
But
And because he's not an actual resident, just the child resides there with the custodial parent, technically he does not meet the criteria to even, be, given an ATV attorney. So
Well, wait. The child resides there with the custodial parent. Who's the custodial parent?
the
The
mother,
mother.
but
Oh,
not at this time. No, my husband is not, but he has 50-50 custody.
Right.
So, being that the mother has not complied with, prior orders, this is where the problem lies because we're trying to parent from afar.
Well, who's the mother?
Her name is Erica Dolce.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I thought it was Miss Richardson.
No, I'm
No,
the stepmother. I'm the
no.
stepmother.
She's
I'm the
Oh,
stepmother.
okay.
Maybe I should have clarified that. I'm sorry. I always say my son, so
Yeah,
Okay.
because technically he is.
Okay. So let's not mention her name anymore. But
right.
um,
Mr. Davis, I have a question.
hold on, sir. Is the child with the mother?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And they started a CPS case?
Based on there was a home study that was done by the educational institution, and there were some things that surfaced that were questionable. So that kind of sent off a light bulb to DCFS, and that's where it started.
Yeah. Go ahead, Deidre. What was your question?
Well, I was going to ask because of the situation. I don't know if Akima wanted to share this part of the story, but didn't the son recently come stay with you guys though?
Yes.
And is that the reason why they might have opened up the case because they found out more about the fact that you have an open case? Or is
Oh,
that
no.
even a problem, Mr. Davis? Like, are they allowed to like let the child live with the father now if the father is with, Akima that has an open case, if that makes sense?
They'd have to prove that there's the child's at risk. I mean, they can say that the child is, but they'd have to prove it.
Oh, okay. I just wondered if that was maybe the reason why they opened up a case on him because maybe they found
No, because
that
it
out.
wasn't. Deidre, it wasn't against him. The allegations weren't against him.
Right.
It was due to the fact of, I think it was truancy and medical neglect.
Mm-hmm.
So does the father have a case with CPS or doesn't have a case with
No,
CPS?
the mother, the
does.
fact that we're trying to get the child. You understand what I'm saying? We're trying to.
No, because I thought I just asked that question a second ago, meaning I thought he doesn't have a case with CPS and you said, well, now he does.
Not for me.
Not against him. Not against him. But
Well, I think Mr. Davis is confused then too. So he doesn't have an open CPS case with the father.
No, what I think they're saying is that by reason of the child being filed on, he
Right.
has an
Yes.
open case,
Yes.
but he's
But
not.
the allegations
not
are
the
not
offending
against the
parent.
father.
Right. He's not the offending
He's
parent.
not
Correct.
offended.
Right.
Okay. All right.
That's what. Maybe I didn't clarify that either.
So what I would suggest you do, sir, is you'd have to get an experienced attorney in Virginia to represent you. And I think you should use Google or the Yellow Pages to try to find someone in Suffolk County at least that you can consult with. I don't know if you got a chance.
We've gotten a consult with one of the attorneys there from the Commonwealth. But the thing is, Mr. Davis, that their laws change week to week.
So different, yeah.
The laws change week to week, literally. And they have the power to do that. So one week this may be implemented, and then the next week it's not. It's a partial implementation, and this was amended to add this. So it's like even if you put in any type of motion, petition, writ, or any orders to show cause, from week to week, everything can change in the blink of an eye for the Commonwealth there.
Well, that's why you need an attorney, though.
Right. Like I said, we've consulted with, two really good family attorneys, CPS attorneys. But
Good.
The thing with that is based on my husband residing here, in order for us, they have some type of there's an affidavit that has to be filled out to state that even though we are acquiring representation, interstately or interactively, I'm not sure of the exact wording, but that we would have to fill out an affidavit and waive certain rights that could penalize us in the case.
Like what? Give me an example.
We are not afforded certain arbitration time or like the parenting time, being that there's a a location differential, that we have to always be able to provide transportation to and from. The mother doesn't have to meet us any neither all the way nor halfway. Based on her, I feel like based on her collecting support enforcement, that she should be able to help with the travel expenses, being that we are trying to initiate some type of relationship, or trying to keep the state
Well, wait a
out
minute,
of this. Like,
Akima,
yes,
you said something that I think that you, more than most people, would know that doesn't matter. You said, I feel that the mother should
right.
share the
It's not about what
transportation.
I feel; it's about we can.
But you just told me that the law says she doesn't have to. So if the law says, and I don't know, I'm not a Virginia lawyer, but if the law says that she doesn't have to, then she doesn't have to. I kind of find that hard to believe, but I'm not a Virginia lawyer. But if some lawyer or two told you that she doesn't have to do the transportation, or if the judge said that, then there's nothing you can do about it except for
Right.
appeal it, or make arrangements for you to do the transportation.
And that, I mean, that's what we have done. So, I mean, other than just not take what was offered and lose out on having a relationship with the child, we just kind of like bit the bullet and folded it.
I have another question, Mr. Davis.
Hold on a second. So you are having visitation, sir?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. What's your question, Deidre?
Well, in a situation like this, if the CPS case was open with allegations against the mother, even though there was a 50-50 custody agreement already established, wouldn't they then have taken the child and placed it then with the father, since the case is against the mother?
That's
that's what we was kind of hoping for, but
Not
like my
necessarily.
wife said, by their laws being so different, nothing like that has
changed.
happened. We even called downtown. We called a few more places to insinuate that, but
Well, Mr. Davis,
if the case was in California,
Right.
that would be one outcome.
Okay.
But this is a big but. The case, the kid could have still been left with the mother, even though she was offending, because they didn't have enough evidence to take the kid out of her custody.
I see.
Okay.
So even though she's offending and he's not offending, it didn't
The
rise.
child still could be with the mom. Yeah. Okay.
It didn't
So it
rise
didn't
to the
reach the
level
of extringent circumstance.
It didn't rise to the level of removing the child from the mother's care.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you were in California, whatever custody orders you had in the family law case now become irrelevant, and the judge in the CPS case now makes all visitation and custodial orders, including including transportation.
Okay.
So
right now, the judge could take away the 50-50 and decide when the father gets to see the child?
Yes.
Oh.
Even with the prior order set in place?
Yes.
Okay.
Now
Wow.
it seems, well, if I'm telling you what the law would have been in California.
Got it.
Okay. And the answer is yes, unfortunately, for the father. But if you think that's unfair in California, and I would assume maybe in Virginia, you have the right to file an appeal or a writ. But absent that, the judge there has full authority over the kid regarding custody and visitation.
Isn't that kind of weird, though, that he, as the father, even though this case is not against him, would have to go out and seek a private attorney because he didn't qualify for a court-appointed one to fight a case that's not even against him, though?
Right.
Right.
Life isn't fair, my friend.
No, CPS isn't fair altogether. Gosh.
Life isn't
I'm
fair.
just like, even.
But what would the attorney be fighting for him in court if the case isn't against him?
To get the kid in his
Full
custody. Or
custody.
get it. Yeah. Hey, I want to read something from Redhead Guy. This is Teresa French. Is it free to be on your show? I was told otherwise.
No, we take donations.
Tessa, it is free to be on the
I
show.
think she was on Bob's show last night.
Okay.
That means Akima, your husband is paying to be our guest tonight.
Hey.
What happened to Lady P? No Lady P.
Right, I thought she was coming on.
So getting back to the question, you know, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on what side you're on, the juvenile judge in California, and I will assume until told otherwise, it's the same in Virginia. The juvenile judge in California has complete control over the child, and he or she is not bound by what the family law court did in giving him 50-50.
Okay, I didn't know that. So then, in what matters would the original order supersede any of that? Is there any type of loophole or gray area or case law that states that can be, basically overturned? Or
I don't understand that question.
is there anything that basically can make that change, even though you said the judge has the final say? Is there any type of case law? Has there been any type of
Yeah. You can argue an abuse of discretion, but here's the thing. The time for arguing something different was at the time of the court hearing, and I'm assuming that the father here was not represented by an attorney.
Right.
So he went to court thinking the judge is going to do the fair thing because he had 50-50, not knowing or realizing what the law, and he lost because he didn't have adequate legal representation. He didn't know the procedure. He doesn't know the evidence. He doesn't know the legal arguments. He just went to court thinking, oh, the judge is going to do the fair thing. And the fair thing in his mind, right? In his mind as a father. Well, the judge had other ideas.
Right.
Social worker probably had other ideas. See, everyone, I'm a graduate of something called the Trial Lawyers College.
Right, Jerry Spence.
Yeah, Jerry Spence's college. They now call it the Jerry Spence method. But Jerry used to say something, and I didn't really get it at first. And he used to say, if you go to court and you look at the case through your glasses, you're going to lose. And that's what your husband did. He went to court looking through his own glasses about what's fair. He has to go to court and look at the case through the glasses of the judge. Look at the case through the glasses of the social worker. Look at the case through the glasses of the
children's attorney.
Yes. And then when he sees that picture, he knows what evidence he has to bring forward to contradict that viewpoint.
Got it.
Okay. What I said is probably one of the most important things I've ever said. Okay.
Got it.
Everyone watching goes to court looking at the case through their glasses. And the problem with that is you don't make the decision.
Judge does, right?
If you got to look at the case through the judge's glasses and then bring forth your evidence and legal arguments to show the judge that it should be a different picture. But if you don't look at the case through his glasses, you're never going to do that. And then you're going to leave the courtroom scratching your head saying, "Oh, this is corrupt. This is unfair."
So basically,
No, it's not that. It's just that you didn't know what you were doing as a legal advocate.
No, I was advocating that at that time.
Sound problem
involved at that time. But I'm just saying. So basically, what you're saying is start at the end of the case and work backwards.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's a good strategy, though, by the way.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
Okay.
Let me say this again because it's really, really important. Okay. And Akima, you're a lawyer. So if you don't understand this, I'm going to assume my audience doesn't understand this. All right. There's Lady P messaging us. All right. Most people believe that they know what's fair, they know what's right, and they know what's wrong. And they look at their case with their own glasses. And they go into court thinking this is the viewpoint they have to have. Jerry Spence told me if you do that, you're going to lose. You have to go into court and you have to take off your glasses and look at the case through the judge's eyes, through the social worker's eyes, through the county council's eyes or the state's attorney's eyes. Figure out what picture they've drawn and then contradict that picture with evidence. But if you go in looking through your own glasses, you'll never know that. You'll never do anything about it, and you're going to lose. Just like Jerry said, you're going to lose.
Right.
And you know what the worst part about it is?
He's
Because
right.
you don't know what you're doing as a legal advocate.
Right.
You're going to walk out of that courtroom and say it's unfair, it's corrupt, it's unjust. That's what you're going to say. When the truth is,
I close that.
you didn't know what you were doing.
Right. Plain and simple. Right.
Plain and simple. But a lot of people, because we're all Americans and we all believe in truth, justice, and the American way, we all believe that our version of the truth, justice, and the American way is going to win out.
Right.
And it's not.
Watch the Justice Show with you behind the whiteboard, right?
What is justice?
You always
With the whiteboard.
you want to be right. So winning and being right is not the same thing. You say it all the time.
No, justice isn't the same in the courtroom as we think it is outside the courtroom.
That's why, like I said, I love that quote. Mr. Davis always says, "Do you want to win or do you want to be right?" So,
and that offends a lot of people.
I never
because they want both.
I mean, it's transparency. Transparency transforms, and that's what it is.
Out of a lot of things that people don't want me to represent them, it's because of that statement. And I say, look, do you want to win or do you want to be right? Well, I want both.
Right.
And I said, and I tell them, you can't have both.
You can't.
And then a guy told me recently, well, if I can't have both, I must have the wrong attorney.
Okay. Let me know how that one plays out for you.
Right, exactly.
He won't win or be right.
I got a text from a lady the other day saying, Mr. Davis, I didn't hire you because I didn't like what you were telling me. I hired somebody else. We went to trial. I lost my kid. And now can I come back and hire you for the same price?
For the same price.
I texted her back. I said, no. I said, now your case is really screwed up and you want me to stick for the same
double the work for the same price? Negative.
I can't do it.
Right.
I can't do it.
So, hey.
So is Lady P coming on?
Well, let me see. Lady P says, did you get my email, Mr. Davis, so I can join as a guest? Grace? No, Grace doesn't want to put her on the show. That's Grace, did you get her email so you can send her the link?
Oh, shoot.
She wants to be drama. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Grace hangs out too much with Miss G,
Oh,
don't pay attention to Davis. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Grace.
Oh, man.
Where's Grace? She won't even answer. Let's see. Lady P. Lady P, my producer says that she sent you the link in your email. Did you check your email, your spam?
I think we should have Louis on. That will be real controversial.
Is Louis even watching?
Or Louis
Louis?
probably going to save it for tomorrow when you let him come on with Miss G. Oh, that'll be a fun show.
Yeah, he's not watching today. Right now, he'll come on tomorrow. Lady P, where are you? Oh, there's Louis.
Oh, Louis is there? Have Louis come on.
There's Louis.
Mr. Davis, are you still doing your CPS school on Saturday mornings?
Yes, we haven't done it in the past couple of weeks because nobody is interested enough in joining.
What? I thought maybe your daughter decided to quit on you already.
Oh, no, not at all.
I know, that was really cool. I liked those shows because it was very quick and to the point. Like when someone would be able to ask their direct question, meaning not story time, but question. That was really successful.
Grace is asking me, do I want Louis to come on? Yes, Louis can come on if you can't get Lady P.
Uh-oh, Lady P, you better hurry.
Lady P says, I'm coming.
I'm coming. It's a fight to get the email in first.
Oh, Mr. Davis, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
So, as you know, I just completed my testimony for fact finding on January 6th. We reconvened back to court on the 22nd to have closing arguments, and I'm just trying to understand where the judge basically ordered that I was not allowed to have any type of communication with my children, physically or electronically, but that I was allowed to have, updates and information regarding their education and their overall therapeutic and medical wellness. So I have reached out to various clinicians regarding, their therapeutic services and, medical appointments and things like that, because I follow them on the portals. So, I was looking at some numbers and I noticed that, my children's A1C was a little elevated. Reached out to the foster care, the manager for the foster care agency. Now, I've been suggesting that my children have, certain medications and documentation put on file in their educational institution based on the prior years of allergies and, asthma, as well as maybe any type of like Benadryl or, just aerosol solution for the machine that they've always had from the previous years since the start of school. So now, this agency is telling me that my children do not have allergies, but yet they send them to an allergist. And because it was an outside, clinic, they need me to sign a HIPAA in order for them to get that documentation in which they stated that my children did not have said allergies. I provided all this information, and I've been asking since September 3rd to have these things implemented until the pediatrician reached out to these, this case planning team at the agency. When I put in the motion of contempt or the motion of, having this agency again once removed for the bias, and I asked for a sit-down formal meeting with the commissioner for children's services, now the foster care agency has been like very resistant, like silent, don't want to implement the things that I've advocated for in the best interest of my children. I have put in the proper motions and orders to show cause, whether it be contempt or just overall custodial interference. These people planned a family team conference on a day where they knew that I had a medical procedure that is a weekly procedure that I have to have in order to maintain the level of, medical competence that requires me to be a fit parent in their eyes. They keep telling me that my voice is important, but yet anything that I advocate for the best interest of my children, such as amending their therapeutic or psychotropic medication, when I ask these things, I am either dismissed, not acknowledged, or portrayed to be some type of unfit person impending trauma.
Okay, hold on, Akima.
Yes.
5 minutes ago, you said, "Can I ask you a question?"
I know. I was trying to give you. I was trying to give you the backstory.
What's the question?
But the question to me is, when I reached out to the Department of the Human Rights Commission and the Division on Human Rights in my area, they basically told me because this agency is a private entity, but it's a city funded facility, that I cannot make they don't not take complaints like that. Is that the truth? Because I haven't seen it anywhere else documented that way. I haven't read it anywhere, or
Okay, ask me the question one more time.
The question is, okay, what cases do the Department of the Human Rights Commission and the Department of Human Services, or the Human Services Commission, I'm sorry, the Commission on Human Rights and the Department of Health and Human Services.
Are those federal or state?
See, to my knowledge, they were state, but.
Well, wait. Listen to my question. Is the agency you want to complain to a federal or state agency?
It's a city agency.
Okay, then I can't answer that question.
Okay.
I'm only familiar with federal law.
Right, and okay.
But you can do some research and look under the jurisdiction of that particular agency.
I have, and that's the thing. I have not seen whether I'm looking under federal, state, or city law. I've looked under county guidelines. I can't find the differential or find the.
Then you're not looking in the right place. Not looking in the right place.
And can you give me like a head start? Like where should I start?
I don't know anything about that city law.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a California attorney. Lady P, I'm adding.
Lady P's in the backstage.
Lady P.
Woo!
Lady P, we're getting a reverb. You've got more than one device.
I don't.
Like, do you have the show on a TV at the same time?
Make sure that.
Have the show on a TV at the same time?
No, do I still sound like that?
Okay, it's fine now.
Good now? Okay.
No, it's not.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. No?
I'm sorry, unfortunately, Mr. Davis, I'm gonna have to take care of something.
Okay.
And I will see you guys next week.
All right.
You guys will reconvene next week. And Lady P, nice to meet you. I'll hear everything afterwards. And have a good night.
All right.
You too. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
All right. So
But we have the
question.
reverb. Deidre, mute yourself.
I don't think it's me, but
Okay, Lady P.
I don't know how to stop that.
Yeah.
So my first question
Yeah,
is,
that's you.
I've kind of figured this
Hold
out
on,
that
hold on,
every
hold on. Lady P, hold on. You're getting reverb for some reason.
I don't know how to fix that.
Okay, how many devices do you have?
Call in? What do you mean, like on?
Yes.
I just have my tablet right now on my phone. Do you want me to call in?
No.
No?
you said you have it on your tablet and your phone?
No, he asked me how many,
Okay, put
devices
yourself.
I
Hold on,
have.
hold on. I'm going to put you on mute.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, Deidre,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so it is definitely Lady P.
Yes.
Lady P, can you hear me? Okay. There is something wrong with your microphone. You either have this show on, there's no number to call in on. Okay. So you keep asking me to call in. There's no number to call in on. You have this show on two different devices. Either your computer and your phone, or your phone and your iPad, or your iPad and your or your tablet and your phone, because we're getting a backdrop. Okay, what you can do is you can sign off and then sign back on, and I'll bring you back on, okay? Lady P? Lady P,
She's
sign
muted.
off.
Remember, Mr. Davis?
Lady P, can you hear me?
She gave you a thumbs up.
Okay. Now she's going to sign back on.
All right. Did you get my message yesterday about my 3 out of 5 payment?
No, I did not.
Yeah, this month I make my 3rd out of 5th payment for my retainer. Remember?
No, I remember. They don't tell
Yeah.
me.
Oh, well, yeah.
Lady P, are you there?
Who's
Can
that?
anyone hear me? It's
Oh.
me, Louis Toff.
Oh, now Louis
My
here.
name is.
We're not laughing at you, Louis.
Please
We're
let me
laughing
know
at the
when I can
situation.
speak in turn. I like to speak in turn.
Louis, are you there?
He's taking us for a joyride.
This is me.
Okay. What question did you have for me today, Louis Sauce?
Thank you for allowing me to join. I appreciate you. Oh, it's okay.
What question
Good
did
to
you
have a
have for me?
sense of humor in situations like this. Yes, sir. I'm here, sir.
What question did you have for me?
I really don't have a question. I just have a story to tell. So when everybody's done and I have a few seconds,
Well, you
it's
were
not
going
a
to come on the
question.
show. You were going to come on the show tomorrow with me and Miss G, right?
My question is how did you come about with how you decided to be? What's the most?
What?
Why my phone keeps stalling? Yes, sir.
Okay. What's your question?
I'm sorry, my phone keeps being slow.
Okay. When you call in tomorrow, we need you to fix that. Okay.
Can you hear me?
One of those. Nice. Maybe Lady P will come back. Oh, Lordy.
All right. Do you have any last minute questions for me? Because we're coming to the end of the show anyway.
Would you like to be on my show again next week, Wednesday at 5 p.m.?
If you remind me, I will be.
Okay. Do you want me to remind you the day of?
The day before and the day of.
Okay. So next Tuesday, I'll send you a text.
Hold on. I see Lady P trying to come back.
Uh-oh. Okay.
What's that, Lady P?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Lady P, we
Okay.
still having that sound
Try
problem.
again.
All right, here's Louis. Louis, you there? Louis?
Oh,
My
man.
own microphone. You know what I mean? Oh, it's sad.
All right, we're gonna have to. You guys are having too many technical difficulties, Louis and Lady P. Get those fixed, and I'll bring you on the show tomorrow. Hey, Deidre, I want to thank you for having me on your show today. Akima, thank you for having me on your show as co-host. And we'll see everybody tomorrow. Remember, Bob Pace's shows tomorrow, and me and Miss G will be on again tomorrow. Good night,
What time
everybody.
are you doing your show with Miss G tomorrow?
I haven't decided yet. Probably sometime in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. So it's not going to be a set time every day, just whenever you're available?
Well, we're trying to, get that ironed out right now. So the most important thing right now is making a commitment to do it every day. Then we're going to try to that time.
I liked when you did it last time at 7 p.m. I felt like that was a popular time for people. They're home from
that was a good time.
work.
All right.
Okay, well, to be determined. All right.
All right.
Talk to you
Good night.
later.